with a few friends, our kids, a toast, some laughter and snacks, shared around our scuffed-up kitchen table. The simplicity of those moments stands in stark contrast to the complexity of what the world has had to face in 2020. We didn't know as we crossed the invisible threshold into a new decade that we had just welcomed in the year that would perhaps become the most uncertain the modern world has yet to see, forced to navigate the impact of a global pandemic. It's fair to say if we weren't familiar with uncertainty before, this year changed that. It may not be what we expected, and certainly not what we wanted, but nevertheless, here we are, a global community facing the most uncertain days of our generation. In this book, Shelly's words sounded like those from a woman who could see the future. How did she know we would need this book at this exact time in history? How could her personal story so parallel our communal one? How could her words be so perfectly timed, poured together in a recipe of hope for such a time as this? Of course, Shelly didn't know, but our friend Jesus knew, and he offers us comfort through the words of his daughter. I've never been more grateful for the timing of a book. As Shelly's story unfolds, watch her become someone not in spite of uncertainty, but perhaps because of it. And as we bear witness to her becoming, may it be so in us as well. Emily P. Freeman, author of The Next Right Thing. Our hunger is the exile's hunger, but it is also the first step in our homecoming. We hunger, and in doing so, learn the shape of our emptiness is the world's great emptiness, in order to prepare room for God's presence. We imagine we are cultivating good, or friendship, or beauty, but we are, in all of these ways, cultivating God's glory in our midst. Christy Purifoy, Roots and Sky. 1. Reframing uncertainty. It flames from within, unseen, yet never dims. In wind, storm or gale, it flickers with your exhale. So close, my Father's breath, so intimate, his warmth. To live is to breathe shining. Make a wish. It's what every child hears as they inhale before blowing out flaming candles on a birthday cake, marking another year. I wished my life were different almost every day of my childhood. A yellowing picture from a sparse collection of childhood photos hangs above my writing desk, a reminder that my life began clouded by uncertainty. In celebration of my 3rd birthday, I'm bent over a white frosted cake embellished with flaming candles, one pink, one blue, and one of an indiscernible color. The photo illustrates an ephemeral frame of my story, lived but not remembered, and often retold by relatives as the year Shelly didn't smile. My 3rd year of stoic quietness accompanies a hunger strike coinciding with my parents' decision to end their short union. Age and experience aren't requirements for the soul to know something is awry, slanting the natural order of things. Searching for certainty is foundational to our DNA. Of English descent, Dad and I share the thin bridge of our nose becoming a bright shade of pink when we stand in the sunny outdoors longer than 15 minutes. Even with belts around our waists, we each maintain the habit of pulling up our pants due to small hips. His wavy brown hair and thin lips are my inheritance, but the twinkle in those marble blues when he smiles, well, those eyes set him apart as my grandfather's son. Being Dave's daughter sounds magical when I hear other people say it out loud. Dad was 24, on the verge of completing his junior year of law school, when he pursued my mother, an attractive reservation agent with Trans World Airlines, TWA, who preferred wearing Saks Fifth Avenue from head to toe. A few months into their relationship, he received the untimely news of her suspected pregnancy. One academic year